Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elman. Still going to be going through a GW35 Wildcard Draft. I'm sure many people there are going to be using the wildcards very late, and I hope that this video will be able to help you out. Before we get into that, I'd like to thank you all guys for the continued support on the channel. I think we are around 11 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. So if you are now new around here and enjoying the content, make sure you hit that sub button, make sure you leave a like. So make sure you hit that bell if there's any content going up on the channel, and without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first of all, we're going to start off with the goalkeepers and the defenders, and of course, with game 36 confirmed to be a double game week for both Man City and Crystal Palace. The team is mainly going to be tailored around bench boost 36, if that makes sense. So yeah, hopefully it's also going to help you guys who have bench boost available. So in goal, we're going to be having David Raya from Arsenal. Very, very good fixtures coming up for Arsenal. Of course, they do have the Champions League, but at the end of the day, he's a goalkeeper, so I'm not expecting any rotation from him. So there's will be some clean sheets as well as they go for the final four fixtures. Then you have Dubravka playing against Leeds, just a budget enabler to be honest. So yeah, we'll just move on swiftly. Then you have Gabriel in there playing against Fulham as well. I think very decent run of fixtures coming up. It's been a while since they've gotten some attacking returns from set pieces, but yeah, this is a line of fixtures only right to go for Arsenal defender. I could have gone for the double up. As you can see, Hincapie is my other consideration, but I just decided to go with Raya and Gabriel. Since clean haven't been coming along as expected, maybe apart from the Newcastle game in game 34, there have been a lot of fixtures if you look at their recent run of fixtures. So yeah, that's why I'm going to go for only Raya and Gabriel. Then you have O'Reilly playing against Everton in game 35. I think he's one of the best players in the league, especially for Man City. And if Man City are going to win the league, I think he's going to be, he has to be on his A game, and that's why I've gone for him. So I just think he's the best Man City player at the moment. Then we have Justin playing against Burnley. The reason I have him in there, there's a budget enabler as well, a bit of a differential compared to someone like Strike, where people are going for him more. Of course, Strike offers you those DEFCON points, but if you're short on money, I think Justin is a very decent option playing at centre back at the moment as well. So Defcon can be a very good possibility and also very high chances of some attacking returns. That's what I've gone for. Just in there. Then the pairing of Crystal Palace, we have Canvo and Munoz. I think are very decent. I've just looked at Canvo's recent run of fixtures, and it's going really, really well at its price, 4.5 million, only 0.2% ownership as well. So yes, I've gone for him and I've been able to carry that form into the double game. Then we have Munoz, other person who's rotation free. So as I've gone for two Crystal Palace defenders since they're rotation free compared to the attackers, but I've gone for an attacker which we'll speak about in a few. So yeah, Canvo and Munoz in there from Crystal Palace for that double game coming up as well for them. So that's the defense and the goalkeeping department. Looks pretty solid. Hope you're able to perform for the final four games. Now let's look at the midfield. And this is how the midfield is going to be looking like. You'll be having Stark in there, and just for the same reasons as Justin playing against Burnley. I think Burnley have been very poor defensively. Of course, they only conceded one goal to Manchester City, but they considered a lot of chances. I'm even surprised the game only added 1-0 to be honest. But yeah, Leeds have been free scoring in the last couple of game weeks. So yeah, Stark on there. He's on set pieces, so there's high chance of attacking returns. Burnley have been very poor from set pieces as well. So yeah, Stark is just there as a differential pick for game 35, and you can just transfer him out. Later on, I just have him rot on the bench, to be honest. Then we have Cherky in there over Semenyo. I just think the extra funds can be used somewhere else. But if you still want Semenyo, I think it's a very decent option. But Cherky has been outperforming him for the last couple of game weeks. And for that price, I think it's too hard to pass on. And that's why I've gone for Cherky instead of Semenyo. But Semenyo is still a very, very decent option. Then you have Rogers, the most popular pick, of course. People who have owned Rogers for a very long time, including me. Just hear the name Rogers, you just feel disgusted. But yeah, Rogers in there playing against Spurs in game 35. Very decent fixture, I think, against Burnley in game 36. And I do want him. If I was on a wildcard, I think I'd want Rogers for that Spurs and Burnley fixture because I'm sure he's going to have an outstanding performance, especially against Burnley, who are relegated, nothing to play for. And yeah, then you have Bruno from Manchester United still chasing that assist record, so it's only right to have him in there. Not the best fixture coming up in game 35, of course, when they play Liverpool, but he's shown that he can still get assists no matter what opponent they're going to be playing. And it should be so sweet if they're able to equal the record against Liverpool, also surpass it against Liverpool. It will be amazing. So Bruno Fernandes is in there because he's just a creative machine, and I'm sure he's going to get that assist record. Then you have Sarr, who I've got for as my player from Crystal Palace as an attacking option. Not ideal to have him in there in between the Conference League fixtures, but yeah, I think it's a risk worth taking. But if you're not yet confident with him, maybe I'd go for Dubravka and get in Henderson and upgrade Sarr to someone cheap like King from Fulham just to save some funds. But I do like to take the risk and have Sarr in there and hope he's going to start both fixtures in the double game week. And yeah, so that's the midfield. And as I mentioned, Semenyo is also a very decent option if you want Semenyo. I'm not going to just put him off, but he's also a very decent option. But yeah, that's the midfield. Looks pretty solid, full of goals and assists. Now let's look at the forward line. Then you can go to the forward line. We're going to be having Bowen in there playing against Brentford in game 35. Not the best run of fixtures coming up for West Ham, but if the team wants to stay up, I think Bowen is going to be the man for them. You already saw it against Everton with two amazing assists, and he did punish me because I don't have him in my free hit draft. But I do think he's a very decent option. I think he's the best out of a bad bunch because the likes of Thiago don't have the best fixtures. Joe Pedro is a bit hit and miss at the moment. Welbeck is a decent option, but I do prefer the strategy I have for Welbeck. And yeah, for now, Bowen is going to be in there, but very many options. You can go for Mateta, you can take the risk, you can go for Strand Larsen. If you think he's going to get the minutes, but I just like Bowen at the moment. Then you have DCL playing against Bali game 35. Everyone's strategy was it was on a wild card. I'd have DCL for game 35 and then transfer him out game 36 for Welbeck. Probably we're going to be playing Wolves, and I think Wolves is also a very good fixture for Brighton. So yeah, that's my strategy. We're on a wild card. So DCL this week, then Welbeck for next game week. Then finishing off the team is Erling Haaland from Man City. And he's been really good the last couple of games. And if Man City want to win the league, I think Haaland has to be on his A game, and I'm sure he's going to be able to live up to those expectations if they want to achieve and win the league. And yeah, so that's my wildcard draft. It looks pretty solid. Let me know in the comments what do you think about my draft, what do you think about my strategy. Also, let me know what you think about the bench boost in game week 36. And yeah, let me know down in the comments as well what you changed from this team. And then once you reach this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.